resort in California is expanding once again. Happy 2022, friends! We have some incredible things coming to the park, which I'm really excited to share with you. There's a lot of good news if you're close to Disneyland. This is like a Disneyland day for us. All right, let's get into it. We've got some new merch. I'm so excited about this. The first thing I want to share with you is a super cute Maui hooded Spirit jersey for $79.99. What I love about this Spirit jersey in particular is the detail. Like, I feel like this jersey did not need to go as hard as it went. There's a lot more detail on this Spirit jersey than some of the other ones that I've seen, which is really cool. It has a tattoo version of Maui on the front, and the sleeves are even reminiscent of Maui's tattoo. And on the back, it even reads Wayfinder. Now, next up is this Baymax hooded Spirit jersey for also $79.99. This hoodie is so adorable. It's red and white, and it has Baymax face on the front. It also says Big Hero 6 in giant letters. So your best bet at finding this specific Spirit jersey is if you go to Emporium at Disneyland Park. Also, some good news for my magic key holders starting January 12th. So already begun, you can get free Mandalorian themed postcard pack. These are being offered from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with only one pack per magic key holder, but still, I would say make sure you race to go get them, especially because it's already started and I really want to make sure you get yours before it's too late. Next up is the Mickey Mouse Valentine tee for $36.99. So this tee is a red, obviously special Valentine's Day shirt that features Mickey Mouse saying, "Oh boy, Valentine." This next piece of news has me so excited. Disneyland has submitted a patent for a new type of VR. What? Not only a new type of VR, but a type of VR that you can experience without any kind of visual augmentation. So that means without any kinds of glasses or anything, you're just looking around seeing VR. Basically, it seems like the concept of this is kind of imagine like a World of Color-esque. So they're projecting 3D images on actual existing objects and surfaces, but the 3D images are just like a projection. This has been described as a virtual world simulator, which that just name, it really excites me. The technology involved though would not be directed at mass audiences, but instead at individuals? For individuals around the park and project images specifically for them as they move around. What does that even mean? I'm like, are you just gonna be like tripping in the middle of Disneyland, seeing things that like other people aren't? Like, what? I need to know more. So apparently the technology is going to use your phone to geo-track and tie into the Disneyland app. I feel like there are some people who haven't really jumped on the Disneyland app train. This would definitely make me download the app at this point. Like, if I'm missing out on an experience this big, wow. Like, one of my favorite things about Disney is just how many innovations they're constantly making in technology to make their experiences and their rides better. Like, I am a huge nerd about this. My favorite part of Disneyland was innovations. So just any kind of news like this, I'm thrilled. Speaking of exciting changes, here's all we can expect to come to Disneyland in 2022. All right, first up is Mickey's Mix Magic. Try saying that 3 times fast. This is a state-of-the-art projection show taking place on Main Street. Some nights, even with fireworks. It's definitely something that if you're planning on visiting Disneyland during January that you won't want to miss. We've also got the Lunar New Year Festival also in January 2022. We've already talked about this a little bit, and I am so excited. This looks incredible. They've got incredible food. They've got incredible shows. Freaking Mulan's gonna be there, and Raya, like, making her park debut. I cannot wait. Plus, Year of the Tiger, tying it into Year of the Tigger. It's just so adorable. It makes my brain explode. Coming in February of 2022, we've got Disneyland Sweethearts Night. February 1st and 3rd are the only available dates, and tickets are about $110 per person, but it's definitely a really fun experience, especially if you want to experience Disneyland without those massive crowds. Would highly recommend. This next one I'm also really excited for, and that is Disneyland After Dark Villains Night. Like, this just sounds so fun, happening March 2022. Tickets are around the same price point, this time $119, and they are also on sale by the time this video comes out. Now, this experience sounds incredible, and I expect it to sell out really fast, so hopefully they're not completely sold out before this video even comes out. This seems like an incredible party. I hope you get a chance to experience it. But if you miss out, don't worry. Also in March 2022 is the Food and Wine Festival. Dun, 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 dun. And now this is a lot easier to get a chance to experience, and honestly I feel like it would be a crime if it wasn't. The first day, they're starting on March 4th, 2022 this year, so be sure to schedule your plans around that because the Food and Wine Festival is one of the best times of the year. We're also seeing the return of numerous Disneyland nighttime spectaculars starting in the spring of 2022. The Main Street Electrical Parade is back, Fantasmic is back, World of Color and Disneyland Forever fireworks are finally back. Tale of the Lion King is coming to Fantasyland Theater in spring 2022, and I'm really excited about this show. This seems like it's going to be incredible. I feel like you can never miss on a Lion King live show. I feel like they are just always good. And last but not least, I swear to you, this is probably going to sell out so quickly, but they are doing a Disneyland After Dark Star Wars night in May of 2022. Tickets for this one already started going on sale on January 11th, so I don't know. I feel like this one, they're gonna be all gone. But again, maybe they're not. So I would just open another tab right now while you're listening to me in the background. Open another tab and try and buy your tickets because this just sounds so fun. So the dates for this are May 3rd and May the 4th, obviously, as well as May 27th. It's also important to know, I know I just threw a lot of dates at you, but if you are not a local and you are planning on visiting Disneyland, try your very best, if you're just going with a regular ticket and not one of these special events, to avoid scheduling your visit on one of those Disneyland After Dark dates because the park does close early to accommodate that, and I want you to get all of the hours at Disneyland that you can. Disneyland Resort is expanding once again. Like, I thought, you know, we're doing like the renovations at Downtown Disney. I thought that was going to be like the last expansion for a while. No, Disney just submitted an application to the city of Anaheim to expand even further, adding a ton of stuff, including apartments. Now, this is yet to be approved, and it would actually take over aspects of the city. Like, there's a whole trailer park that is in that space that would obviously have to no longer be there if Disney is going to expand all the way out, but it's still important to take note of that these are their plans. In their plans, they specifically have a note saying that this would, quote, set the stage for the next 20 to 30 years. Like, what? I can't even think about the next 20 and 30 years from now. That just sounds crazy. So this new development, if approved, would add hotels, restaurants, and again, allow for a private developer to create apartments on this space. Not only that, but there is a separate from this application out for Disneyland to expand into, quote, an immersive theme park, which I just can't wrap my brain around all of it. Even though, like, the whole thing, I just really have to slow down because they even say, like, in the application, it's expected to take up to 20 years. Like, what? A lot can happen in 20 years. That being said, though, I don't know. I'm a little excited. We do unfortunately have some bummer news, and that is that the Monorail may be closing. Dun, dun, dun. Now, there was an already announced Monorail closing just for refurbishment, but that has ceased as well with no set return date, and that makes me nervous. The Monorail is a Disneyland staple, and just 3 months into this 19-month refurbishment, they just makes me worried because it is very old. So I really hope that they didn't just like find a fundamental problem that they're like, we gotta just scrap this thing because it's too far gone. The other troubling thing is that Disneyland has a list of attractions that, you know, are going to be closed for a couple weeks or so to let guests know so they plan around it. And the monorail was nowhere to be found on that list, which again makes me worried that like we're not even like talking about it. Although Splash Mountain was also closed this month with no stated reopening date, which I feel like they're not just gonna close Splash Mountain permanently. And it's still a while before Splash Mountain gets its Princess and the Frog facelift, so it's not for that closed. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're just kind of closing things with no dates. They just want to be a little loosey-goosey right now. I don't know. Mark Twain Riverboat and the sailing ship Columbia are also in the same boat. But again, only time will tell for these fan favorite attractions. Hopefully it's good news though. The Haunted Mansion will be closed, but just until January 20th, and It's a Small World will be closed from January 24th to February 3rd. All right guys, there are some weird happenings going on at Disneyland Lightning Lane, and I just wanted to warn you guys about it because I have been hearing a lot of tea about this. It seems like attraction wait times are wildly getting blown out of proportion by Lightning Lane, both in a good way for regular line waiters and also in a bad way for regular line waiters. MySat.com shared a story where Rise of Resistance was said to have a 60-minute wait on Lightning Lane, so people were paying a surge price of $20 to ride, but instead they decided to just wait it out in the regular standby line, and they were completely finished with their wait in just 17 minutes. So there are some people who thought their $20 are saving them from a 60-minute wait when it was really only 17 minutes. And I feel like that is a big deal, especially because it's $20 per person. So for a family of 4, that adds up. Not only that, but wait times with Genie Plus seem to also have been wildly manipulated. Because Disney did not limit the amount of people that can buy Genie Plus passes per ride like they used to with Fast Pass, lines are getting crazy with insane wait times for both standby and Genie Plus as a result. And there's actually a history of this happening. While Genie Plus and Lightning Lane are new to Disneyland, they've already existed at Disney World for a little bit of time, and they actually had to remove the additional cost of Lightning Lane from some attractions because they had such an adverse impact on standby lines. And it makes me wonder, maybe if we already had to adjust the system so much at Disney World, maybe we just didn't need to bring it to Disneyland. It seemed like we were doing fine on our own before, okay? But who knows, maybe I'm just being a little unfair because I don't like change, but it just seems like this is already starting to be kind of a disaster, and it's only just begun. I would love to share with you guys this Disney mistake that I found out on TikTok that you might have missed. So if you don't know, Walt Disney was actually gifted a full set of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs carved in Italian marble. But when they arrived, they immediately noticed a major problem, and that was that the dwarves were the same size as Snow White, which is kind of a major aspect in the story. Not wanting to not be able to make use of their special gift, Imagineers got straight to work figuring out how exactly to make this useful in the park. Imagineer John Hench managed to save the day by thinking about creating an optical illusion of setting Snow White further in the distance than the 7 Dwarfs, making the appearance that she is taller because she's further away, and that's why she's smaller. Now, it's really funny because I've always loved this little corner of the park. I've actually been here a lot, especially near the Wishing Well, and I've always noticed that Snow White was the same size as the 7 Dwarfs. I feel like the optical illusion did not work on me. I was just like, oh yeah, they're the same size, but like she's further away, so that's cool. I don't know. But they're still really pretty. Next time you go to the park, you should check it out for yourself and see if she looks normal size to you or if she looks the same size as the other dwarves. I'm dying to know. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out and letting me add an extra little bit of magic to your day.